Hi everyone, it's Denise Peters from Creative Marketing Innovations. Today I wanted to just take a moment to talk about the importance of reading the Facebook insights. Not only that, looking at the behind-the-scenes insights and stats for a typical website. We're going to use today an example. We'll use the University of Pitt and how to effectively read their reports behind the scenes of Facebook. Here we're on Pitt Titusville page, which is their admin page. We're going to effectively look at how many, this is what I'm actually looking at to see in marketing what you would typically look for that would help make a difference and help companies be seen. We know that effectively Pitt Titusville has 260 friends on the admin side. Now if we jump over to University of Pitt Titusville, the official page, which is their as we like to call it, their university or company page, we can effectively look at their insights once they load. Now the insights is part of the top of the timeline, has their insight reporting right there towards the bottom of the box, and if you click that on, we'll go into the report features. Now, what this tells us, the University of Pitt official page has 91 likes. Typically, this number that sits next to it, typically if a campaign for Facebook is done right, they're telling us, and the edge rankings are put into play for Facebook, we can reach an audience, a potential audience of 31,913. That's based off of the 91 likes that University of Pitt has on their site. I take this number here with a little bit of a grain of salt because, number one, it's hard. We know what the edge rankings are. It's about building conversation and getting people to share the posts, converse back, and hit the like buttons, and that each one of those functions has a value assigned to it by Facebook, but we don't currently know what that value is, and it is very hard to get everyone to talk back. But in marketing, I'm going to show you what I do use off of this report that makes a difference to me. If we scroll down that same page, it will tell us, by order of date, what the posts were. And we can effectively see how many people we have reached. Now remember, we had an audience of 91 fans, but we effectively didn't reach all 91 fans. Facebook has us work at it, working off of the edge rankings that I just mentioned. So how do we know what post did the best? It seems as though you could actively sort your report by the top menu bar here, by engaged users, the number of people talking about it, the virality rate. But for right now, we're going to sort it by reach, and it tells us on 3/6 we made a post about the wheels on the bus. And I think it was a bus trip going to Harrisburg at that point in time. We managed to reach 77 users. We had 8 engaged users on that post. That means we had 8 people talk back to us or share it, 4 hit that like button, etc., and we're talking about this. So it was a good post for them. The second highest post was, "It's great to see the students walking around campus. Welcome back. We hope you had a great spring break." For some reason, the students liked it. 66%, 66 people it reached. 6 people were effectively engaged in conversation with us about that, and 3 were talking about it. So you can actually go down the list and see which post did the best for this organization. Now, what do you do with that information? You take that information, it's great to know marketing-wise, and you gear your posts for the next month moving ahead around these same posts that happen to reach the most amount of people. So that's how we effectively build a good marketing campaign for this potential client. Now let's go down, let's go across the menu at the top of the page and find out who liked us. It will effectively come in and load a graph. Here it is. and it will tell us their age group. Not a surprise, this is the University of Pitt, so most of their audience is between the ages of 18 and 24, and they're mostly female. Female 78%, male 21%. The highest audience is between the ages of 18 and 24, and right behind that between 25 and 34, and 35 and 44. So you also use this graph to form your marketing plan as well. You're not going to be talking about, say, you're not going to go really heavy on the sports programs, although it's popular with the male audience. You have more of a female base here. What do they want to know? Probably the females are more, you sell more emotion for females. So talk about events happening around campus. We do post on Facebook that helps to support one another, etc. We wouldn't go real heavy on the sports, although we do integrate that as well. And all the reason being is because we have more of a female audience base than we do a male base. Now, down below, it effectively tells us what cities are looking at us. They're based out of Titusville, this particular branch. So they have 38 people from Titusville who looked at us, and this represents 1 month period of time. 9 from Pittsburgh, 5 from Erie, 4 from Oil City, as you can see and read down that list. So you take all of this into consideration, and then you begin to effectively create your campaign for next month. This tells how many people, based on the edge rankings in Facebook, how many people did we effectively reach. So the percentage male versus female is slightly different. Female 63%, male 37%, still pretty heavy on the female side, and you can effectively see who we reached here. But what is surprising enough, we've effectively reached 3 people in Germany, 1 in Canada, another in Saudi Arabia. So it's so interesting to find out who exactly is looking at you. Now I know that effectively University of Pitt wants to target more York County, down Harrisburg area. So the way that we're tackling that is we have signed University of Pitt up for every smaller directory there is, trying to target that campaign. So that was just a little bit of an overview for the University of Pitt at Titusville, the back door into their insights. So just a little bit of review. We jump back to their page. Sorry about that, it jumped ahead of me. At the top of the timeline, there is an area. It sums up everything, including the insight reporting, and I want to go right into there. But if we scroll down, we begin to see their official page take shape. And you can see our most recent posts and the comments back, etc., and the campaign that we've done with them. Now, let's jump over to their website. They have a website out there, and it is our job to effectively grow the number of visitors to their website. We have attached Google Analytics to their website. It's easy enough to do. All you need is a username and password to attach a website, and it begins to track unique visitors. This report happens to be based off of February 24th to March 25th. So, how many people visited this site? We had 540 visits. Of that, there were 387 unique visitors. Those are the first-time visitors. Over time, we're working to increase this, and it may be up. We will take a look at previous reports so that we can effectively know whether they have been up or not in the recent months. Of 387 unique one-time visitors, there were 933 page views. And that averages out to be 1.73 pages visited each time. And how long, effectively take a look at how long they're staying on the site. 2.07 minutes, I think it's great. The more you can get them to stay on over and above 30 seconds to a minute, you're holding their attention. Now, I effectively know that University of Pitt's got a new website in process, and hopefully it will effectively do better than this. But I can tell you, when University of Pitt started with us last year, we only had people's attention under 30 seconds. So you know that people are bouncing in and bouncing out quickly. As effectively as it stands today, they're managing to hold their bounce rate at 62%, which is down. It used to be 80 some odd %. So what else does this report tell us? It tells us what country and city people are looking at us from, what language. Of course, no surprise there, it's English. Let's go into another reporting feature and look at where they're coming from. Let's go up to the top and demographics, location. Where are they looking at us from? Let's log in. And if you scroll down, it'll give us a map, a couple of maps here. Most people are coming in from the United States, some from China to the website, 5 from India, 3 from Germany, Brazil, Canada. Now, when you show this sort of report to company owners, they get excited to know that there are people around the world looking at their business. It's really a great thing. New versus returning. We talked about this. That would be your unique visitors versus the returning ones. So you can effectively go down the left-hand menu and get to know what some of these reports are saying. There's 540 visits to the site. The average time on the site, 2.07 minutes. New visits represents 58% of the total visits, and the bounce rate is 62%. And it effectively tells us how long people are staying on there. Now, let's jump down the menu and go to traffic sources for a minute. Let's do an overview of where people are coming from. And what also I pay attention to in marketing is where are they looking at us from the website. So referral traffic, 23% right here is coming in from referral traffic. It might be other smaller directories that we have them on. Direct traffic represents the red area. Those are people that are effectively putting in University of Titusville in their Google search and coming up and logging directly into their site. The search traffic is coming in from Google, Bing, Yahoo, etc. So that tells us 27% are searching us out, maybe doing a search of universities in Pennsylvania as a whole. So we don't really know. Actually, we can tell where they're coming in and what they're looking at. Down in the bottom of this report also gives us a few of the keywords that we have effectively loaded into their website, and that keywords that make a difference, and they'll effectively tell you, like the University of Pittsburgh Titusville. And because of that keyword being in play in the Google search engine, it resulted in 43 visits to the site. And Pitt Titusville, same thing, 35 visits to the site. So you can see, let's look at the referral traffic, and we're going to click on the link for the source. Okay, UPT. This is the source where the visits were coming from. Here's Facebook. Facebook's link is listed as number 3 down in the list. It had 20 visits off of the site. That's why it's important to list the website coming off of your Facebook posts. Always list the website for the company so that the person who is looking at the Facebook page and doing a little research can get more information if they click through. So here's some University of Texas EDU, some other Pitt EDU pages. Here's College Search. That probably was a smaller directory that we did load on, in colleges and educational atlas, etc. Those are the smaller directories, but you can effectively see how they're doing here. So I wanted to give you this overview of what to look for in reports and how to make it work to your best advantage, creating that ever important marketing plan for the following month. So